I formally welcome you all in this discussion over parental coaching. I'm Manish Sharma, and I will be facilitating this discussion today about parental coaching and the role called parental coach. And it will be great if you participate in today's discussion. I will be inviting, since you are from teaching, many of you are already into coaching and consulting, you authored books. So you have a lot of perspectives with you about parenting and parental coaching. And And in today's discussion, we all can contribute in each other's life with beautiful perspectives we have. And I will be seeking your views on certain aspects. And if you quickly contribute in the chat box, that will be a great help. So we have Rashmita. Welcome, Rashmita. Welcome, Nitika. Appreciate your presence.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good evening.
So once again, I welcome you all on behalf of Deep. Deep Parenting is the popular name of this organization which I represent. And full form of Deep Parenting is Developmental, Encouraging, and Effective Parenting. Today's flow of discussion which we're going to have, it will be 50 minutes discussion, may go up to 1 hour, depending on the discussion which we're going to have. We will talk about the host, the organization which invited you today. We'll be talking about that organization a bit. Then we'll also discuss about scope of parental coaching as a career in India, why parent coaching is important, who parent coaches are, how they serve, how you can be one parenting coach, and as an association of parent coaches, how we support our coaches. This is what we're going to discuss today in this program. First of all, I'll talk about this organization. Deep Parenting is a popular name, and full form of Deep is Developmental, Encouraging, and Effective Parenting. It is an association of parenting coaches registered under Society Act. Around 9 years ago, we started. 7th of August 2015, we built this organization, Deep Parenting. We were 13 coaches when we started. Today, we are above 2,000 coaches. In this span of 9 years, our team grown from 13 to 2,000, and we are serving around 16 different nations, including in India. We are working in Nepal, we are working in Bangladesh, Bahrain, Nigeria, Kenya, Oman, Kuwait, Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai, UK, Canada, Iceland, Germany, Sri Lanka, and USA. Means we have coaches in all continents, and they all got trained from Deep only. And if we talk about our work, which we have done in the last 9 years in India, we have trained 12 lakh parents. More than 1 million parents we have trained in India so far with this team of 2158 coaches, to be precise. And we are serving almost all school brands. Around 210 school brands we have served. And if school number we talk about, it's more than 2,000 schools we have served in last 9 years. And the next milestone which we are working on is to enable 5 million parents by 2026. The earlier plan was early, now we had to extend it. We trained only 1 million parents, 12 lakh parents. And our plan is to enable 5 million parents by 2026. That is what our idea and plan is. And that's about us. Now, moving to the next point, which is very important to you today, many of you joined today and you have an idea to get into this role, parent coach. But the first question, which is very important, if you look at it as a full-time career or as a part-time career or as an extension of your existing role, we need to answer this question that how much is the scope of parent coaching in India? And I'll establish that by seeking your viewpoint on this child development model. I just seek a quick response in the chat box if you agree or disagree. Do you agree that role of a parent is very important when it comes to child development? Do you agree? Role of a parent is very important when it comes to child development. When we are talking about building up a strong foundation for child development, role of a parent is very important. Do you also agree that role of education system is equally important when it comes to child development. These two pillars are very important pillars, though there are many other factors, but parents' role and education system's role is very important when it comes to building up foundation of child development. And if we see it from parenting perspective, from a family perspective, child development is one of our prime goals. We are doing a lot of things personally and professionally, but when it comes to family goals, child development is on top. All our efforts, all our actions, our intentions, emotions, everything is dedicated to development of child. Now, if you agree with me on this fact that these two pillars are very important for building up strong foundation of child development, then look at these pillars one by one. If we first talk about education system, many of you are already connected to education system. You are teaching. Many of you have remained principals of school. You are into counseling, education counseling. So one or other way you are connected with education system. So post independence in this country, we have seen that there is work going on in improving this system. Anyone who is working in this system, even there is some private and government organizations trying to improve their skills. They're trying to improve methodologies. They are trying to improve the curriculums. Some improvement plan is going on to improve this system. And new education policy is also showing that there are people, those who are trying to improve the system. There is effort going on because they know this system is very important for child development, for nation development. Have you seen any inputs by government, any ministry, any budget to improve role of a parent in child's life? How to talk to the child, how to correct the child? Any input you have got from any government, from any department, any budget dedicated to it, any ministry dedicated to it? Have you? Can we say that only education system is important for child development? Role of parent is negligible. Can we say that? No. Both are equally important. Rather, I would say kids are going to spend more time with the parents. They're going to be the major influencer for the child. So the way you talk to your child, the way you correct them, right? It has to be appropriate. We have to learn it. Right? And there is so far no government organization working on it. There are people working on it in their private capacity, individuals. Some institutions are there, like institutions like us are there. I told you that in last 9 years, we have trained only 12 lakh parents. And if I put together all the work done by all the coaches in the country, not more than 25-30 lakh parents ever been touched upon this topic. And you know how many parents we have in the country? 50 to 60 crore parents we have in the country. Interestingly, every year, according to the birth rate in the country, every year 1.5 to 2 crore new parents are joining this bigger group. 2 crore new parents are joining this group every year. Right? So you can well imagine the number is pretty big. And we as parents are not getting enough information on it. Maybe when you had an infant at home, at that time, some relatives came, elders came and told you how to hold the child, how to feed them, how to give them bath in first 2-3 months only. Post that, nobody came in your life to tell you how to talk to them, how to correct them, how to bond with them, how to spend quality time with them. We all applied our own wisdom. Yes or no? We all parents, those who are here, they applied their own wisdom. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. And still, there are many questions which are unanswered. Many of you are from teaching. I know you just introduced yourself. I got to know that you are from teaching. At the time of PTMs, or when you sit with your colleagues, Parents, when they talk, have you heard them now asking questions related to child development? Have you heard parents asking questions related to concentration of child? Very common statement that he is very sharp, but his concentration is not up to the mark. इसका ध्यान नहीं है पढ़ाई. Yes, have you heard parents complaining about it? And every parent want improvement in this area. And they are vocal about it. They are asking teachers about it. The child's concentration is not up to mark, how we can improve. And many a time the teacher is also suffering from the same problem at home, that her child's or his child's concentration is not up to the mark. There are parents, those who are concerned about child's hyperactivity. There are parents, those who are concerned about child's insatiability about the demands, the passion of asking things, their tantrums. The parents, those who are worried about digital engagements, mobile screens, and they ask questions. Now they are vocal. It's just not they're keeping with them. They're asking their colleagues, they're asking their friends, neighbors, teachers, school principal. And I'm sure as teachers, you must be getting these questions. As consultants, coaches, you must be getting these questions related to my child is not good at making friends, shy in nature, not confident, not writing, right? Not expressing good, well, not sharing things. And those who have teenagers, their worries are different. They're worried about child not getting rebel, right? We want to talk to the child. They don't want to talk to us. They're getting influenced by their peer group and whatnot. There are many questions. I'm just sharing few, and I'm sure you got many queries like that, being a teacher, being a consultant, right? Even being a friend also. Your friends ask you, your colleagues ask you, yes or no? We have questions in the society, but we don't know whom to ask this question. We don't know who can answer these questions. And can we keep these all questions unanswered as society? What do you say? What do you say? Can we keep all these questions unanswered? If it is unanswered, there will be chaos. No development will be there. And there has to be someone to answer this question. And that's where the role of a parent coach fits in. The one who is going to address all these queries and many more beyond it. When it comes to development of child, when it comes to parenting of child, there's always an effective way to do things. And there are parent coaches, those who are going to enable parents to do their job effectively. And if you go with the descriptive definition of who's a parent coach is someone who helps parents with parenting challenges by offering them alternative perspective. Very important point in parenting is we all believe in a fact that we are different from each other. So as our kids. My child is different from your child, and your child is different from your other's kids. So if every child is unique, can we have standard solutions in parenting? Ready-made solutions? Will it be helping all? We are right now 21 in the meeting. And if you all ask me one question and I give you same answer to everyone, will it be helping all? Not possible. Because your child is different, you are different, you come from different family background, I come from different family background, our family dynamics are different. We cannot have ready-made solutions in parenting. And that's where we focus on tailor-made solutions, an alternative perspective. And if I have to give a tailor-made solution to you, I assume if you all 20 came up with a common problem to me. If I believe every child is different, every parent is different, and every family is different, then I need to have 20 different perspectives, at least, if I want to give one perspective to you. That too, a tailor-made one. Then I need to have 20, then only I can give an apt one. But if I have only one solution, then I will not be able to serve all clients. My solution will not work in all cases. It may work in few cases, but it may not work in all cases. Right? And that's where in coaching, it is very important that you shall be fair and thorough in your assessments. You need to have good assessment tools, which we provide to our coaches. They need to have structured assessment tools through which they can identify the child, their personality profiles, their traits, family, parents, and then they will be able to design a tailor-made solution. And being coaches, you have to grow with perspectives. You need to have multiple solutions for the same problem. If any parent is saying my child is throwing tantrums, we can't have one solution only, because that one solution can help only one family. You need to have multiple different perspectives which you grow with when you get into communities, when training happens. Like if I share a problem and if I ask all of you to share your way of dealing with that problem, we will get 22 new perspectives. Few out of those 22 new perspectives, believe me, 7 to 8 perspectives will match with your ideology, and you got 7, 8 different solutions. Trainings, brainstorming sessions, readings, observations that will help you to grow with your perspectives. And that's what a coach shall be good at: assessments and perspectives. Then only they can help their client if they have solutions. And when these parent coaches work, many of you may be thinking that how do they work? How do they earn? There are 3 ways a parent coach is helping families, and in 3 ways they earn and they serve those families. The first approach is the most effective approach of helping a family, which we refer as personal coaching, where a family will come to you with a problem or with a goal in mind. We will do assessments with the parents, with the child, and after doing assessments, we will do regular interventions with them till the time they achieve their goal or till the time they resolve their problems. And on an average, 4 to 5 coaching interventions are needed in one case. And each intervention is of 35 to 45 minutes. It starts with assessment, then till the time they get rid of their problems, we do interventions with them and we charge per intervention. Our coaches are charging 1,500 to 2,000 rupees per intervention, along with assessments and all tools. Depending on city, they charge. If you're in Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Pune, Ahmedabad, of course, price is on higher side. If you're in smaller towns, you charge lesser. And each case, around 4 to 5 interventions will be there if they want complete resolve. Then the other approach is to help families will be doing workshops, trainings, and seminars, which we do in schools, preschools, regular schools, and corporates. Personal coaching is one-on-one. When you sit with one family, it is one-on-one approach. Seminars and workshop will be one-to-many webinars, seminars, and workshops. Our major objective is not to earn out of it, but yes, when we do these seminars and workshops, it results in a lot of business in personal coaching. Because if I conduct a program for 100 parents, around 5 to 10 parents will go for my personal services because they have problems. And third is, which is the very popular approach of helping parents nowadays, helping the word around in an easy way, will be opting for online and offline, short and long-term courses. And you see today, even you came in our contact through a process where you may have seen an advertisement, you have been contacted, you have been invited, and that's a flow. That's how people are opting whether they want to go for that course or not. Even tomorrow, you will be able to launch your own course. We have now short-term and long-term courses. 2 days to 2 months programs are there, and there are 12 months program also. Once people get into with us in coaching, after they can start, the moment they complete the training, they can start with personal coaching, they can start with workshops and seminars. And once they complete 90 days of their work, then they will be launching their course after 90 days. What we'll be doing in those 90 days, I'll explain. But yes, coaches will be equipped enough to serve their clients in all 3 ways: personal coaching, seminars and workshops, and they can launch their own courses. That is how existing coaches are helping their clients. That's about this role. Now, many of you may be thinking that, Manish, you told there are crores of people those who want and this services, and there are few those who ever got trained on it. So scope is enormous, ample. But still, there's a big question that why parent will come to you for coaching? Why parent coaching is important? Many of us are parents. How many times we went to a parent coach? Have you ever realized that I can go to a coach? Maybe even if you needed, never knew that there is someone who is doing it. Even if you got stuck somewhere, you were not aware of the fact that there is someone who can help in this case. You may have asked your colleagues, you may have asked teachers also, the way today parents are asked. But when it comes to the need of it and why parents will come, to establish that, I will be asking two questions to you. One question I already asked, still I'll be asking again, and I seek your quick response in the chat box. Because whenever I have to establish this point, why parent coaching is important, I ask two questions to my clients. As a parent, you have to respond. How many of you believe that your role as a parent is very important role when it comes to child development? Quick answer in the chat box. You all parents have to respond as a parent. How many of you believe that your role as a parent is very important when it comes to child development? Quick response. Thank you, Manju. Appreciate your quick response. Thanks, Sejal. Thanks, Seema. Thanks, Sarvat. Appreciate. Good. We all believe. If I ask 1,000 parents that do you believe that your role is important, they will say yes, for sure. Now, my question to you is, do you also agree that this role is getting tougher and complex and challenging with the changing time? As our lifestyle is changing, time is changing, this role is getting tougher and complex. Do you agree? And believe me, most of the parents will say yes to it because they experience it. Right? Now, my point over here is, if we agree with the fact that this role is getting tougher and complex, and it is very important role, then I want you to go back to evolution of all the roles which we have in our society. As a society, whenever we realized the role of a doctor is very important and tough, we brought standard qualification to become a doctor. If we realized role of a teacher is very important and tough, we brought standard qualification to become a teacher so that the teacher can serve better. If we realized that role of an architect is important, role of a lawyer is important for society, we brought standard qualification to become a lawyer, to become an architect. Believe me, for every role which we have in our society, even vocational roles which we have, for that also we have basic qualification available. How to do that role effectively, because that role is important and that role is tough. Whether you call it teaching, law, hairdressing, medicine, electricians, every role which is important and tough, we have basic qualification available. Basic do's and don'ts, what to do, what not to do, at least. And you just highlighted that your role is very important and it is getting tough. Had you got any input on it? What is right and what is wrong? What is healthy, what is unhealthy? Had anyone came to tell you that how to do it? Let me ask you this question. That honestly, tell me as a parent, that how many times it happened that after behaving in a certain way, after dealing with your child, you felt bad about your actions. You felt bad about your behavior with your child. If it happened ever with you, that means you knew what you did was not appropriate. It wasn't right. You didn't want it to do, but you end up doing it. Do you turn out to be a bad parent? No. Anyways, you remain a good parent. Every parent is a good parent. Only the way they do it is different. There are a lot of things which we don't want to do, but we end up doing. And I can give you examples on this. What you want to do is different from what you do. Basic things. Though I'm not conducting this program to give you those insights, but just for a realization purposes that our intention is different from our actions. Intention of all parents is good. There is no bad parent in the world. There's no parent who has a bad intention for the child. But still, through our actions, through our behaviors, through our decisions, we end up hindering our child's growth. We end up harming their emotions. How many of you want? Quick answer I seek in the chat box. How many of you want your child to be independent early in life? How many of you want your kids to be independent early in life? You want them getting independent early in life. Do you think any parent will be safe? The one who say that I don't want my child to be independent? No parent. But now this is intention of all parents over here in this program that they want their child to be independent. But the fact is different. Fact is that 65% urban and semi-urban parents are doing parenting other way around. Through their parenting, they are making their kids dependent, submissive. They're not making them independent and bold. They are doing overprotective parenting. They are doing helicopter parenting. What they can do in their age, parents are not allowing them to do those things. So do they really want to do it? No. There are some triggers which makes them do that mistake which they are not mindful about. There are a lot of things which they are not aware of. Like if I ask you that if you see your surroundings, being parents, you have friends, colleagues, clients around you. Have you seen parents gifting PlayStations to their kids to play video games, Xbox, or some mobile phones to play games? Have you seen parents? Those who gifted kids on their birthdays or so, some PSPs, Xbox. Yes, Manju, absolutely right. If you go and ask them, those parents, okay, why you gifted that gadget to your child, they all have positive intention. I wanted that no other kids have, my child doesn't have it, that is why. For their entertainment, for their engagement. They all have one or other positive reason to gift that gadget to the child. That PlayStation, that Xbox, that Amazon gaming stick. But do they know what damage it is these 3D view games are doing to child's brain? The day you will scientifically explain them that what is changing in the brain, how brain waves are getting altered, how these brain waves are making your child mentally hyperactive. Believe me, if they scientifically understand it, they will never gift it. But they did it. They already did it. Do they know the harm? Not exactly. They know it's not good, but they don't know the exact harm of it. If they know how to engage their kids in non-screen activities, if they know there is a damage and damage extent is this much, they will never gift it. Because intention is not a problem. Knowledge is the problem. Info, which is missing. So it's not about good or bad parenting. It's about being effective in your parenting, being mindful. And there are a lot of things which we are not mindful about. Right? And that's where we need presence of these coaches, those who help them being mindful and those who help them being effective. And our parent coaches, their strength is their content, because this content is not an outcome of one brain. There are many brains working behind it. I told you that we are an association of coaches, more than 2,000 coaches we are, which includes a lot of doctorates, more than 50 doctorates in psychology we have in team. We have a lot of NLP practitioners. We have a lot of teachers, school principals, pediatricians, right? Gynecologists, HR professionals, trainers, soft skill trainers, NLP practitioners, DMIT practitioners, and whatnot. Almost all profiles, mothers, fathers, and they all contribute to the content with their perspectives. And that's what the strength of this content is. Our content is further categorized according to the age-specific needs of parenting. If any of you is a parent of a teenager, they must have experienced that when they were raising toddlers and preschoolers at that time, challenges and opportunities were different. When they had mid-schoolers at home, opportunities and challenges were different. And now when you have a teenager and early adult at home, challenges are completely different. Opportunities are completely different. So according to the need of parenting, we have divided our content. And even further, like many of you must have read about parenting. So you must have heard some common words in parenting, like effective parenting. You may have heard about mindful parenting. You may have heard about gentle parenting. Right? These are nothing but the subdomains in parenting. Right? There are subdomains, and parenting is this only one domain doesn't suffice all the issues in parenting, all the issues related to child development. So there are many subdomains, and when we do coaching, we have different subdomains, and in those subdomains, there are different topics. Like there is one very powerful topic in parenting, one domain in parenting called mindful parenting. In mindful parenting, all those topics and all those challenges of parenting will be resolved, which are related to mindfulness only. Where you don't need big skills, we don't need big strategies. Only being mindful will help us resolve those issues, which are related to listening, communication, kids, those who are lying. This type of questions you keep getting. Kids are lying, right? Bribe and rewards, importance of toys and games. A lot of questions parents have about toys, games. Many parents are unknowingly tagging and labeling their kids, which is damaging their life for long. How to de-tag it, how to remove it from the belief system, how to make them independent, how to bond with them, quality time, 5 C's of bonding. We want to be a positive guide to our kids, but we end up doing negative guidance. How to be a positive guide, how to alter your communication pattern, and many more topics are there in mindful parenting. Same way in digital parenting is one of the powerful topic of time, much in demand, where parents are asking questions related to 3D view games and its impact, how to keep kids away from it, what are the screen viewing rules, content validation, something related to parental control system and apps which we have. And if you have a teenager, then concerns are different. It is about knowing digital truths and all the cyber laws, online predators and dark web, their presence, how they operate, how they trap people. Our teenagers need to know cyber safety guidelines. Digital addictions are taking over in a big way, which is quite painful today. How to prevent it. These are the topics which are covered under digital parenting. When you do parenting with the toddlers or teens, then the most powerful, when it comes to child development, the most powerful domain is developmental parenting, where we discuss about all the developmental needs of child, holistic child development, multidimensional viewpoint to see a child, remedies for their improvement, all those this problems which parents highlight about their kids. You usually, when you do parental coaching, no parent will tell you that I don't know how to raise the child. They will always complain the child has a problem. They will say my child is glued to screens. They will never say that I don't know how to engage them into non-screen activities. They will say my child is not independent. They will never say that I don't know how to make them independent. So they will always highlight child's problem. My child's concentration is bad. My child is shy. My child's confidence is not up to the mark. Right? They are throwing tantrums. They mostly highlight child's problem, and we give remedies for it. Almost all remedies. I'm just giving you insight on remedies related to shyness, confidence. These are the two prominent areas on which mostly parents seek guidance. Remedies related to concentration. Kids, those who are ADD or ADHD, their parents are seeking remedies. Then parents, those who have kids with lesser linguistic skills or lesser sharing, how to improve it, they seek remedies for that. Remedies for memory, remedies for this child's handwriting, and many more are there. Those who parents are bothered about their concerns, tantrums. So this all remedies will be covered under this developmental parenting domain. And it's a very powerful domain. Then if child has a strength, how to nurture it to excellence, how to make them independent. We all know that we are different in personality profiling. How to do personality profiling of a child. So this is there are a lot of theories, MBTI, DISC. I'm sure many of you have heard of those personality profiling theories. Though DISC, 4Ps, right, best, life, MBTI, 16PF. So we have incorporated that also in our programs. How to help child take informed career decision. Child safety is a big concern. And nowadays, parents are also bothered about kids' eating habits. They are not eating, they're eating with mobile, they are they're eating junk food, and many questions are made. This is covered under developmental parenting. Then strategic parenting requires strategies to resolve the problems. So when we talk about delayed gratification, classical conditioning, many of you, those who are from the background of psychology, I'm sure you have studied classical conditioning. What it has to do with child's behavior in young age, that we cover in the reconditioning plan, how to have consensus among parents. Many parents today know they can't hurt their child to get things done from them. No negative reinforcement, no punishment. Then how to correct? Award and ignore. Award and ignore is the solution. Positive reinforcement, how to do facilitation, how to have discipline at home. And these are few topics which I shared, which everyone who want to be a parent coach, they need to be pro on all these subjects, all these topics. Then only they will be able to help their clients. If you are only trained on gentle parenting, then there are many questions which you will not be able to answer. If you're only trained on mindful parenting, there are many questions which you will not be able to answer. If you're only trained on developmental parenting, still there will be few questions unanswered. That means you have to be pro on all possible domains of parenting. And when we help people become parent coaches, we incorporate all these domains in their train the trainer programs, TTTs. Now, in last 45 minutes, I shared with you who we are, what we do, how we do, and why parent coaching is important, why it is required, and some domains I shared. Now, I just want to know from you, like, how many of you are there in that frame of mind where you want to know that how I can become one parent coach? How many of you are in that? You're thinking in those lines. Quickly, if you can respond in the chat box that you want to know how to become one. So we got to know what to do, how to become one. Now, TTT is a format which we use for training. You may have heard of train the trainer, train the teacher, which is a very thorough format of training. It is different from training a parent, because teaching and coaching, training and coaching a parent is different from training a parent coach. And that is why we have divided their qualifications into three different levels. First level is dedicated to toddlers and preschoolers, where we meet for 28 to 36 hours. 28 to 36 hours we take to cover up this content of toddlers and preschooler. Second level is dedicated to teens and adolescents, which takes 8 to 9 days. Every day we keep it for 2 hours, 16 to 18 hours content. Then there is third level, which is dedicated to mid-schoolers, which takes 6 to 8 days, 12 to 16 hours content. So put together, it is more than 55 hours content, 56 hours content for doing all these. And 50, there is a lot of reading involved, a lot of recordings you will be watching, but this 55 hours, 56 hours will be live trainings. We do all these trainings live, right? The way we are interacting right now, where you can ask questions. That is why our batches are starting on specified dates. If anyone wish to get into any of the level, anyways, you can start with the first level, which is the foundation program. Means directly you can't go to second and third. If anyone wants to start, they have to start with this. So we start these programs on specified dates. Jैसे upcoming program is starting on 21st July. which is 4 to 6 p.m. batch. We meet for 2 hours. And then there are two batches starting in 12th of August. In August, the same day it is starting. One batch is 11 to 1 p.m. and other is 7 to 9 p.m. Means if anyone want to get into this role, training is important, TTTs are important, which are live. And that is why, since it is live, it is happening on specified dates. All these three programs are certification courses, and this certification is to be given by Association of Parent Coaches, which will help you to work in India and abroad. We already have people working in developed countries also with the same certification. Since it's a long program, we know you may miss any program any day. So you will be getting recording of all days, which will be shared with you every day. If you miss today's program, you will be getting recording before tomorrow's class so that you can watch the recording and match up with the content. And these recordings are for lifetime access. Then detailed profile. Once you become a coach with us, even if you do level 1 with us, you become a coach for toddlers and preschoolers, and your profile will be visible on our official website. If you want to see other coaches' profile, you can visit deepparentingcoaches.com and go and see profile of other coaches. Same way your profile will be visible on our official website, deepparentingcoaches.com. All PPTs, content, and ebooks will be shared. Around 17 ebooks we shared during these programs. You need not to invest in books. All the PPTs, what we use, the content will be shared with the coaches. And you were asking about the investment in the program. Investment in the program for each level is different. For first level, which is 14 to 18 days program, the investment is 4,000 rupees. For second level program, which is dedicated to teens and adolescents, it is 8 to 9 days program. Investment is 3,000 rupees. And third level program, which is 6 to 7 days program, 6 to 8 days program, and investment is 2,000 rupees. If anyone wants to do one level, then they have to invest 4,000. If they want to do all three levels, then they will be getting discount of 2,000 rupees. This third level fee will be waived, and total investment will be 7,000 rupees to get all three levels. And you're not only paying for training. I'll tell you what next. Vijeta, you have to ask the training coordinator, the one who invited you today. They will help you to pay fee in breakups if you want to pay. Now, moving on, the biggest problem today is there are many people, those who get training, but they don't know how to do business. Marketing and getting clients is a big task, right? How we support our coaches, that I'll tell you. But first, I want to tell you that it's an association of coaches. So being an association, as a member of association, you will be enjoying every quarter one training program free of cost, which I just given you some random topics, different topics. These programs keep happening. And these programs are free, which happens every quarter, which we do for your development. Like we prepare our coaches for TEDx, for Josh Talks, for book, we help them write books, then digital marketing and all, so that they establish their business. Once you become a coach with us, then we support you in knowledge and content regularly. Marketing is another area where we help you. Once you become coach with us, the moment you complete your training, you will get into a 90 days marketing plan. We help you build your own tribe. For that, it takes 90 days. Building up your credibility, building up your tribe, your followers, and you will be getting your clients from those tribes. So we give a 90 days plan, you and material also. You have to just apply that plan with us. After training, it starts. The moment your training will complete, your 90 days will start, which will help you to build your business. We give marketing support in that. We also support you in technology. Tomorrow, when you will be launching your course, you may need learning management system there, LMS, apps. You may need landing pages, payment gateways. We help you launch your course. We give you tech support. Even you can have a micro website on our platform. If you see deepparentingcoaches.com, it's a micro website of each coach where they can display their entire profile. They can write blogs. They can highlight their services. They can highlight their upcoming events, landing pages. Everything is there. And that's free. Once you become coach with us, you will be aligned to a senior coach for 1 year. 1 year mentoring support we are giving you free of cost, means you are not going to work alone after training. 1 year mentoring is also included in this. And after 90 days, when you will be launching a course, these mentors will be supporting you in launching your courses. That is how we support our coaches to establish their business. Means it's not only training, it is hand-holding, 1 year long hand-holding. And 1 year is good time to get into a role fully, right? Marketing also support, knowledge support is regular. We also help you to reach out to schools. We are already working with almost all the brands. You can also work in your areas with our proposals. That's what we propose to people, those who want to get into this role. Now, when you get into this role, there are two types of investment. Investment of time, around all three levels will take 2 months to complete. And investment of money, which is not exactly much, but definitely it is worth. So we will ask you to read reviews of our existing coaches on our Facebook page or our Google review section. I'll ask my training coordinators to share those links. Hundreds of reviews are there. Please read those reviews. And people, those who given those reviews are from different domains. Many of them are principals, doctors, doctorates, right? A lot of psychologists, NLP practitioners. And you can talk to them also. If you go to deepparentingcoaches.com, you can talk with any coach from any city and take their review, how much value they have got by being with us, and how we are supporting them in establishing their business. Regular support of knowledge is there. And if you want to experience it before investing this money, if you want to experience the trailer of this training, then we are doing a 3 days foundation program on this role in detail, because today we just got 55 minutes to talk. But if you really want to attend a detailed program, then this program is coming up 12th, 13th, and 14th July, 7 to 9 p.m. 2 hours every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can attend this 3-days foundation program by just investing $299. And you will get a lot of freebies in it, some books also, material also. Let's have an experience of this program. If you are making up your mind to become a parent coach, I just want to tell you, there's nothing better than us in terms of value, in terms of price, in terms of community. If you really want to experience, you must come. Not only 3 days training, with this $299, you will be getting 30 recorded training programs on parenting, free of cost from us. You will be getting 30 recorded programs on parenting from us, free of cost. If you want to get into parental coaching, that is your call after this program, but you must attend it. If you have today invested your time, that means you have intent to get into this role. Invest this 299 rupees in 3 days program. Then you make up your mind whether you want to get into this role or not. Right? So for that, for this 299, our training coordinators will help you to register, and they will add you in the training group. Further details of this 3 days program, you'll be getting in those groups. Now, before I wind up, I'm seeking any query you have, you can ask. This is from my side, what this role is all about, and if anyone wish to get into it, how they can get into it. Please, if you have any query, I'm ready to address it. No? Yes?
Sir, I have a query.
Yes.
It's regarding the certification, that once we complete the program, then the certification will be from your side or from any accredited body?
It will be from Deep Parenting only. Deep Parenting is an association of parent coaches, and the certification will help you to work with private and government organizations in India. It will help you to get your business license if you want to work abroad, even in Middle East countries or UK, USA, Europe, right? African countries, wherever you want to work. The same certification will be helping, and 9 years say we are working, and we are already working in all these domains. All you name the brand, we are working with them in school system, with government. Level up, level 1. Thank you for asking this question. In level 1, we are covering toddlers and preschoolers. Parents, those who have kids till 5 years of age, that will be covered under level 1. Level 2 will be 12 to 22 years of age kids, and level 3 will be 6 to 12 years of age kids, mid-schoolers. Yes. Any query you have? No, yes. Then I expect you to be in training. If you want to go directly for the program, 21st July, 4 to 6 batch is starting, and 12th August, 2 batches are starting, 11 to 1 and 7 to 9, whichever suits you. Otherwise, if you would really want to have an experience of this program, have that 299 program and just get into it. Thank you, Ritu. Thanks, Tan. Level 3 is 6 to 12. Level 2 is 12 to 22.
Sir, I just want to ask, in level 3, level 1 and level 2 will be also taught?
Level 1 and level 2 will be?
I mean, if we go for the upgradation from 6 to 12, so toddler program will also be taught in that?
See, anyways, if you want to do this program mid-schooler, you can't directly attend. Anyone who have to start, the flow is same. First level is toddler and preschooler, then teens, and then mid-schooler. There's no direct entry to it, because mid-schooler program has a lot of post-toddlerhood impact and early teen impact, which we can't learn till the time we are trained on teens and this toddlers and preschoolers. So that is why first level is always toddlers and preschoolers, then teens, then mid-schoolers. There's no direct entry.
Fine, sir. Fine.
Right? Yes. Please read these reviews. It will help you to take decision. Just I want to tell you, if this is a field where you want to grow, there's no better institute than this. Best we are. And I'm not boasting about it. Just read reviews. People, those who are doctorate in psychology, people, those who have years of psychology experience, even they haven't studied this subject in their graduations, post-graduation, and research. It's a different subject. And even they got value. They got value. You can well imagine. Everyone will be getting value. So whatever you will invest time and money, you will get 10 times worth of it. This I can assure you. Rest, I'll give you an offer to experience it by that 3 days program, which is starting on 12th of July, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 to 9. Experience it. Right? So thank you. Thanks a ton for joining today's discussion. And I really appreciate your proactiveness in participation. Thanks a ton. Looking forward to your participation in the program. If you have any query, you can ask to our coordinators. We have Yogita, Steffi, Neetu. If anyone contacted you, please contact them back. And if you want to register for this 3 days program, they will help you register with the program. Thank you. Thanks once again. Looking forward for your participation in the program. Bye-bye.